My notes are so all over the place on this record. This is my notes on this song. This is my third take. I should write in a more coherent style, but I just throw stuff down. And I found out some interesting stuff about this next act. At number 7 on my fantasy playlist, the week of November 29th, 1986, Welcome to the Boomtown by David and David. It's David Bearwald and David Ritter. Was it David Ritter? I wrote his last name down. I believe it was Ritter. All right, let me just take a breath. I'm trying to rush through this. David Ricketts, that's his name, David Ricketts. And another Message song, the Bruce Hornsby record that I played at number 8, a Message song, The Way It Is, and Welcome to the Boomtown, another Message song at number 7. Quite a few of these records back in the 80s, these message songs, David and David, Welcome to the Boomtown at number 7, had this up at number 2. That's pretty dang good considering that this song went to number 37 on Billboard's Hot 100. That's it. It wasn't played much in this market. I-95 in Birmingham didn't play it. They played it very little. It wasn't played on any of the stations here in Tuscaloosa back in 1986 when this song came out. That's a shame. Graham-sounding record. Great lyrics, though. David and David living in Los Angeles. They met in a nightclub in L.A. I believe it was the Roxy. Started hanging out together. They were making demos in their living room, and they were laying out on the beach, getting a suntan, strumming the guitar, coming up with songs. Day jobs. It was Ricketts, David Ricketts. He worked as a painter, and David Bearwald. He worked at a donut shop until they got a deal with A&M Records. A&M Records in 1985, somebody at the record company heard their demo and they were signed on. It came out with their debut album, and Welcome to the Boomtown. The thing about Welcome to the Boomtown, a song like this that just barely cracked top 40, or if it didn't make top 40, if I thought it was a good song, if I thought it should have been a bigger hit, I slapped it up into the top 20, top 10 on my fantasy playlist, where it should be. Number 7, November 29th, 1986. Now, after this project they did, Welcome to the Boomtown, they worked with other artists, particularly Sheryl Crow. David Bearwald in 1992, along with Bill Bottrell, they founded a songwriting collective, a loose songwriting collective called the Tuesday Night Music Club. When Sheryl Crow was brought into this music collective, it was used as a vehicle. This collective was used as a vehicle to launch her big album, which was called Tuesday Night Music Club, the album that put Sheryl Crow on the map, that featured living in Las Vegas. Was it something Las Vegas? And All I Want to Do Is Have Some Fun. That was a really big hit, a brilliant record off that album, Tuesday Night Music Club. And David and Ricketts and David Bearwald contributed a little bit on the writing of that album. Although how much, I'm not really sure. It appears that Sheryl Crow wrote the bulk of that album. But the bottom line was they contributed to that big album by Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club. And at number 7, gosh, David and David, bringing back some memories. Welcome to the Boomtown. Fantasy Playlist, November 29th, 1986.